and Assalamu alaikum. Ultrascan diagnostics here. This is the CBCT of the patient that you had requested. The area of interest is the lower left 5, 6, and 7. As you can see that the lower left 5 and 7 are grossly carious. You can see that the chamber opening has also been done, or the pulpal chamber is also now involved. On the 3D rendering, you can see the 5 is right on top of the mental foramen. Now, looking at the sagittal view here, we can see that the lower left 5 is right on top of the mental foramen, and is again, you can see, very grossly carious. This is the transaxial view. On the transaxial view, it is quite evident, even if we remove the nerve highlighting for better understanding. So this is the mental foramen. This is the mental foramen, and this is the mental the canal for the mental nerve, or the inferior alveolar nerve. Now, the thing to be very mindful of during endodontic treatment or during extraction is that no extrusion of materials, no extrusion of instruments should be attempted, because it is going to directly affect the mental nerve in this case. The estimated working length for this patient is going to be, I'm going to keep slightly conservative, it's going to be 18 millimeters or 17.5 to be more precise in this case. Moving on, there's only on the axial view, you can see that there's only one canal in the 5. There's a one wide canal, mesiodistally. The 5 also seems to be rotated, but buccolingually, sorry, my apologies. It's only just one single canal, and no major periapical radiolucency or no cracks can be observed. Now, moving to the lower left 7. The lower left 7 is also grossly carious. Sorry, my apologies. There we go. So the lower left is also grossly carious, and here you can see that we've got two roots, the mesial and the distal. The mesial has a anatomy of 2 is 1, and there you can see we've got two canals at the beginning, and then we have an isthmus, and then it joins to form one at the apex right here. So this is again something to be mindful of. There we go, that we've got, again, I'm going to show you, we've got two canals, two orifices which are separate but join to form one at the apex right here. In the lower left 7, we have a periapical radiolucency present here, which can be visualized with this arrow. Moving to the distal root, we've got one single wide canal in the distal. We don't have multiple canals in the distal. And you will also see a periapical radiolucency with the distal right there, and this is where the inferior alveolar nerve is. So we've got a little bit of a lingual perforation in the lower left 7, so, and that's where we can see it right there. So this is again something to be kept in mind, that this patient might be suffering from a lingual swelling or a lingual abscess because of the lower left 7. The estimated working length of the lower left 7, I'm going to show you in this view, is going to be approximately, sorry, my apologies. It's going to be 18.5 millimeters for the mesial and roughly 18 millimeters for the distal. So that's the working length there. We've got a on the axial view, which is the top to bottom view, you can very clearly see that most of the drilling has been done quite lingually, and the chamber is present quite central. We've got two canals, and these two canals are going to be slightly eccentric. So the lingual one is going to be slightly towards the center, and the mesiobuccal one is going to be towards the buccal aspect, and we've got one single wide canal right there. So if you have any further questions, please feel free to reach to our team. Thank you very much. So this is the mesiolingual and this is the mesiobuccal. Right, so slightly eccentric, if you can appreciate here. The mesiolingual is not going to be very lingually placed.